So here we go with my first update. The first thing I wanted to work on was the grill. As I have probably mentioned many times, it really is my favorite part of this truck. I think it looks awesome. It really sets the truck apart. And you can see, like I've mentioned a few times also, how the truck rolled down a hill and hit a tree. You can see on the passenger side there where the headlight guard got pushed back, and they had welded some stuff onto the fender and welded the headlight guard to the fender, so I had to cut that off to get the grill off. Then I got the grill back to the house and started evaluating it to try to figure out how I was going to repair it. But here we go. Here's some of the build repairs. Okay, here is the grill. You can see how tweaked it is. It hit a tree. This truck rolled down the mountain and hit a tree. So you can see how wonky that sucker is compared to the other side, which is still straight. Only difference is this is still busted off right here, so I have to weld it back, but not a big deal. They goober welded a bunch of extra stuff on here. They had this thing welded to the fender right there, so I had to cut it off. So I am going to take and make an attempt to bend this thing back into shape. We'll see if I'm successful. So I think the way I'm going to do it, and I've already started a cut here, I'm going to cut it off from right there. And I may end up having to cut the grill, this wire mesh, out so that I can get this thing into a press and maybe get it bent back into shape. Weld the mesh back in and then weld everything back together. So we'll see what happens. Alright, I got this piece cut off, and so this is the bottom you're looking at right about here. This piece right here is probably the straightest and most the easiest to index to, because everything else is just bent beyond it. But that is probably correct. So when you look at how it's tweaked off that direction, I think I'm going to try to get this into the shop press and press right on top here, because I'm hoping maybe I can bend this radius back straight first, and that'll start to bring this thing back out that direction. And then there's a twist in it also, which I don't know how I'm going to get that out quite yet. Okay, you might think I'm crazy, but I have no other way to bend thick steel. So we are going to make an attempt to drive my dually right up this 4x4 and on top of that, and we'll see if it works. May not, but it might just work. Hopefully 4x4 doesn't snap, but we'll see. I think if it'll get me halfway there on the getting that sucker bent out, you can see that lip is lifted up right there, so I'm going at an angle just to try to get it to start to flatten out, and then I hope I can finish the process. So we'll see what happens. So go ahead and put it in gear and just creep real easy. Hold on. Try turning to the right just a teeny tiny bit. That's it. Okay, now just creep up. Slow, slow, slow. Easy. Creep. Easy, easy. I'm gonna have you stop in a minute. Stop right there. 1 more inch. 1 more inch. Stop. 1 more inch. Stop. Okay, that's it. So stay on the brake hard. It moved it. So now stay on the brake hard and go into reverse. Ease back. That's good. Got a little movement out of it. That helped. Okay, so I'm really just trying to do little tiny tweaks everywhere I go here. So what I'm going to do now, as you can see, hopefully you can see that, this is kind of up, bent up a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do is stick this up in here, bridge the gap with this corner. See if I can press that down straight. Let's see what happens here. That worked. Okay. Little bits at a time. I'm just going to try to take a twist out of this sucker. Probably went a little too far on that one. A little spring back, not too bad. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep on keeping on. What I'm hoping that I don't have to do is cut this mesh out, but I may find that I have to, depending on where I wind up. But I'm trying to avoid that, so we will see. I'll come back to you later. Okay, so I'm going to get this positioned in here. Bring the jack down. Thinking right about there. Yep. Of course, my compressor turns on. Alright guys, back at you. I'm getting very, very close. You can see I've lined this one up on the old one. We come across, just a little more tweak, and I'll be almost there. I've just been carefully bending it into place, bending out all the kinks and everything with my shop press. It's working good. Okie dokie, I got it. I gotta bend the grate back into place a little bit, but I can't believe it, I finally got it. It was pretty damn good. Don't think I can get it much better than that. No one will ever notice. It'll be just right. There we go. There's the finished unit. Nice and straight. Very pleased. This is my favorite part of the truck, like I keep saying, and it is good. So on to more body parts.